The laughter was the hardest part to stomach. It wasn't loud. It was knowing. A smug, polished echo bouncing off the marble walls of my sister's penthouse dining room. "Guess the landlord's getting tired of charity," she said, her smile cutting through the candlelight. Everyone laughed, even my mother, though she tried to hide it behind her glass of wine. I didn't speak, didn't flinch, didn't remind her that the landlord she was mocking was standing right across from her. I just nodded slowly, tracing the rim of my glass with my finger, and said, "Maybe it's time some people start paying what they owe." 6 months earlier, I would have believed her laughter meant nothing. Back then, she was my ally, my older sister, my business partner, my only blood left who pretended to care. We had built everything together, or at least that's what I thought. After our father died, I inherited half of his real estate portfolio. She inherited the other half. But she wanted more. "Always did. Let's consolidate," she had said once over coffee. "Make things simpler. I'll handle the management. You just sign the agreements. You can focus on design. That's your strength." I did. I trusted her. Signed everything she put in front of me. Didn't notice the clauses, the slow bleed of control, until it was too late. By the time I realized, the buildings, the accounts, the income all sat under her name. All except one, the apartment complex I lived in. The one she called a petty leftover. She underestimated what a leftover can become when it's all someone has left. The first sign came in a single line on a document, a rent adjustment notice, not from the property office but from her personal assistant. $5,600. That was more than double what I'd been paying. And the note beneath it, "Family or not, business is business." That's when I stopped being her brother and started being her problem. I didn't confront her, didn't threaten or shout. I learned that she had been using our father's trust funds to finance her investments, that she'd funneled assets through shell corporations, ones she thought I couldn't trace. But I had the one thing she didn't, the original trust deed. Our father had left me full discretion over the company's legal archives. Buried in those archives was a clause, one she had either missed or ignored. It stated, "Any transfer of property under the estate requires written consent from both heirs." She had forged mine. The plan was simple, quiet, mathematical. Step 1. I gathered proof, forged signatures, misused funds, altered agreements. Step 2. I reactivated a dormant LLC, one my father used before we were born. Step 3. I made a discreet purchase, her management company's mortgage. She'd used it to finance her latest acquisition, the same building she bragged about on magazine covers. But the debt was killing her margins. I offered a buyout through my company's name. She never looked at the fine print. By the time she realized, she didn't own her empire anymore. She worked for me. The night of the family dinner, she didn't know it yet, but I did. The signatures were filed. The banks had transferred everything. All that was left was the reveal. The waiter cleared the plates. Dessert arrived, small gold leaf pastries that looked more expensive than they tasted. She leaned back, confident and cruel. "So, little brother," she said, "have you found a cheaper place yet?" I smiled. "I thought about moving," I said slowly, "but I decided to stay." "The view's nice," my cousin laughed. "At $5,000 a month, it better be." 56, my sister corrected, smirking. I took a sip of water. Then I looked straight at her. "You should enjoy this place while you can," I said. "You won't be here much longer." Her smile faltered. "What's that supposed to mean?" "Just that," I said. "Ownership can be unpredictable, especially when the paperwork's fake." The silence was instant, the kind that tightens throats and slows time. "What paperwork?" she asked, her voice cracking just enough to betray her. I placed a folded envelope on the table. Inside, copies of her forged signatures, bank transfers, ownership reversal notices. Her name was gone from the deeds. Mine wasn't. I didn't raise my voice. Didn't need to. Her eyes darted over the papers, disbelief curdling into panic. You can't." "I already did," I said. 6 months ago." She looked at our mother, then back at me. "What do you want?" "Nothing," I said. "I already have everything." She stood up, trembling. You think you've won? I stood too. No. I just took back what you stole. Then I leaned in closer, my voice barely above a whisper. And raised your rent to 7,000. The laughter that followed wasn't hers this time. It was mine. Quiet, low, controlled. She left the dinner early, humiliated, shaken, powerless. The others stayed quiet but